Hey everybody, David Patrick Green, davidpatrickgreen.com, hackhollywood.com, actorpower.com. Just a real quick one because I got to get my video out today and I'm on my way to a big Secret Santa gift exchange. So, today's message, which is not one I get questions about because you don't ask questions about things you don't know you need, right? Today's big question is, or today's big tip is, should I have a plan? And the answer is, yes, you should. Okay, let's talk about it. What is a plan? A plan is basically a roadmap of where you're going. So to know where you're going and how to get there, you need to choose the destination. So the destination is basically, the way I like to look at it is, what's your dream acting job? Okay, what is your dream acting job? And don't go, I just want to be a working actor. Like, just, you know, when you have these sort of like begging kind of, I'm not worthy type of responses to that question, that nothing happens, because you're like, I'll take anything, which means no one will give you anything. So what you need to do is dream like you've never dreamed before. Close your eyes and imagine yourself doing the greatest acting job you have ever had. What does it look like? What does it sound like? Describe it. Make it up. It doesn't have to have existed before, because guess what? You're never probably going to do it, because what you're thinking now is not what you're going to be thinking 3 years from now or whenever you get the opportunity. And life has so many things it's going to throw at you that the actual thing you dream of doing is probably not going to happen. It's going to be something maybe similar to that, maybe something even better, but what it is to have a dream of something that you can then create a roadmap to. Okay, so you need to describe it as detailed as possible. It's like if you had an actual job, like let's say you're a barista at Starbucks and somebody said, what's your job? You say, I'm a barista at Starbucks. And somebody would say, well, can you tell me about that job? And you would say, yeah, I can tell you exactly about that job. I go to work at 7 a.m., I open the shop, then I get out the cups and I start to warm up the machines, and then I steam some milk so it's ready to go, because when it starts really cold, it takes a long time to heat up. You know, I turn off the alarm, I check the inventory, I make sure that all the employees show up on time. You know, I'm just making stuff up, but it'd be really easy to describe, right? And that's how you should be able to describe your dream movie. I show up on set, who's there, who might I be working with, what is the project itself? Like, what is it? You know, is it Joan of Arc in space? Is it, you know, underwater gangster movie? I don't know. This is your dream. It's not mine. So you need to come up with something really detailed, because one day somebody may say, if I could grant you a wish, what would it be? And you better be able to come up with something very specific, because if you can't, then how can people help you, right? And that's going to make a huge difference down the road. If you don't know what you want to do, nobody can help you do it. Okay, so all you do is go to your destination in your mind and then work your way backwards, step by step by step, to where you are now. And basically what you want is maybe 6 milestones along the way. Okay, so how did you end up being the star of whatever this dream project is? And then what would be the step prior to that that would get you there? And then so on and so forth. So 6 milestones is probably sufficient. And then once you've got your 6 milestones, draw it out on a timeline, a physical piece of paper, and put it up on the wall. Okay, those are your 6 milestones, and there's your dream acting job. If you look at that and really, you know, try and drill it into yourself, because it really has to come from within, deep, deep, deep within. Otherwise, you will be shaken by every little road bump that comes along. So this has to be a very powerful image, and it's got to be very strongly burned into you. So you may want to go meditate on this whole thing every day for 5 minutes till it becomes something that you just can't stop yourself from doing. That's how people like Steve Jobs get personal computers made when there wasn't even a personal computer before. Okay, that's how they do that stuff. Is just they just have a vision and they move towards that vision. And I'm sure whatever the dream was when he started, it didn't look like that when he was done. He had no idea what the Macintosh or the Apple computers were going to look like. He had no idea what the iPhone was going to look like when he created it, or the iPad and all that stuff. Okay? So dream it, and then create your milestones, put it up on the wall, and then all you need to do is focus on that first milestone. You can ignore everything else. Just focus on that first milestone, because you know if you get there, then you're one step closer to where you want to go. So basically, for that first milestone, just list out all of the possible things you could do to get to that first milestone. And then sort it from easiest to hardest. So you kind of have two lists, one of really easy things to do and one of harder things to do. And start doing some of the easy things, okay? Whatever they are. Forget the rules. There's no rules. I don't care what anyone told you. Oh, I'm not allowed to do this. It's on my list, but I'm not allowed to do that. Forget that, okay? No rules, no boundaries, no limitations. No rules, boundaries, and limitations. It's like the opposite of Cesar Millan. With dogs, it's rules, boundaries, and limitations. With you and your acting career, it has to be the opposite. No rules, no boundaries, no limitations to your brain, so that if you can come up with a solution, then that's what you're going to do to make your dream come true. If you just follow what everybody else is telling you, guess what? You'll have the same kind of success they're having. And if they had that kind of success, would they be wasting time selling you bad advice? Just saying. So that's it, guys. Have a plan and you will get somewhere. Have no plan and you won't get anywhere. It's that simple. If you're on a road that is just basically a giant field, you're just kind of like, I don't know, where should I go? I have no idea. If you have a road and a map and you see where you stop along the way, and you kind of, it's like a little video game, you get points, you get refueled, and then you go to the next destination and the next, until eventually you get somewhere near your actual dream acting job. So just pick that one job without which you couldn't survive. Or if someone said you can have one dream acting job before you die, what would it be? Choose carefully, my friends, because if you dream it, you can then do it. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks again.